Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to talk about rights of an agent. Before that we should understand who is an agent, and we will see one definition and then discuss about rights of agent. So definition of agent: an agent is a person employed to do any act for another or represent another in dealing with third persons. The person for whom such act is done or who is represented is called the principal. So simply we can say agent is a person who is acting on behalf of the principal, and he has the power to create a legal relation between the principal and the third persons. And who can appoint an agent? So who can appoint an agent? So any person can appoint an agent if he has a sound mind and age of majority. That you should understand that unsound mind person and the minor cannot appoint an agent. So the person who has a sound mind and majority can appoint the agent. That majority means that more than 18 years. Next, who can be an agent? So any person may become an agent. Even a minor or a person of unsound mind can become an agent. So any person can be an agent. So next we discuss about rights of agent. What are the rights of agent is there? That first one, you can say rights of retain. Section 127 lays down that an agent may be retained out of any sum received on account of the principal in the business of the agency. So all money due to himself in respect of advances made by or expenses properly incurred by him conducting such business, and also such remuneration as may be payable to him for an acting as an agent. So you simply agent has a right to deduct the amount which is due to him by principal from amount payable to principal. Next you can say right of stoppage in transit. So an agent has the right of stoppage of goods in transit if he has bound goods either with his own money or by incurring personal liability for the price and the principal has become an insolvent. So in case of agent is personally liable and he has a right to stop the goods in transit. The goods may be moving towards customer or principal. And then next one can say a right to claim a remuneration. So right to claim remuneration is set by section 219 lays down that in the absence of any special contract, payment for the performance of any act is not due to the agent until the compensation of such act, but an agent may detain money received by him on account of goods sold, although the whole of the goods consigned to him by the sale may not have been sold, or although the sale may not be actually complete. So that is as per the terms of the agency contract, the agent has a right to claim the remuneration. And then you can say a right to rights of indemnity. The principle of indemnity gets operated between the principal and agent, where the principal is implied indemnifier and the agent is implied indemnity holder. So agent can make principal for all type of sufferings. This right to indemnity may be against consequences of lawful act, that is section 222 lays down that the employer to agent is bound to be indemnified him against the consequences of all lawful act done by such agent is exercise of the authority upon him. And another right of indemnity against consequences of act done in a good faith. It is said by the section 223 lays down that where one person employs another to do an act and the agent does the act good faith, the employer is liable to indemnify the agent against the consequences of the fact, though it causes an injury to the rights of third person. Take an example. B, at the request of A, sell goods in the possession of A, but which A had no right to dispose of. B does not know this is hand over to the proceed of the sale to A. So afterward, C, the true owner of the goods, sues B and recovers the value of the goods and cost. So A is liable to the indemnify B for what he has been compelled to pay to C and B's own expenses. The next one, you can say right of lien. So agent can exercise right of lien, but Contract Act has not specified whether it is general lien or particular lien. Therefore, the nature of the agent lien depends upon the mutual understanding. Section 221 lays down that in case of absence of any contract to the contrary, an agent is entitled to retain goods, papers, and other property, whether movable or immovable, of the principal received by him until the amount due to himself for compensation and services in respect of the same has been paid, accounted for him. The agent can only retain the goods, he has no power to sell them. So that rights of lien. Then another rights is rights to compensation. So section 225 lays down that the principal must make compensation to his agent in respect of injury caused to such agent by the principal neglects or want to skill. For example, A employs B as a bricklayer in building a house and put up the scaffolding himself. The scaffolding is unskillfully put and B is in a consequences hurt. A must make compensation to B. And then so these are the some of important rights of an agent. And thank you.